Hi, welcome to 3 After Tea. My name's Martin and I'm here at Nailcote Hall for the British Par 3 Championship. I'm going to take you around the Cromwell Course and give you a hole-by-hole guide to how it plays and some of the pitfalls. I'd like to also thank champions who have given me the access to the course, and to Rick Cressman, the owner of Nailcote Hall. So without further ado, let's crack on. The first hole on the Cromwell Course is called the Warren. It measures 116 yards, and as you can see, it's a raised green with two deep bunkers left and right. Normally there's crowds here, but unfortunately due to the COVID circumstances there's no public allowed this year, but usually there's people both left and right, so that and a celebrity playing with you as well makes it an intimidating tee shot. Let's go up to the green and I'll show you just how tricky that is and what happens if you miss the green. Okay, so we're by the first green at the first hole on the Cromwell Course. As I said before, it's a raised green, and so clubbing is going to be really important. If you come in short, it's not going to make it. Left and right are two really deep bunkers, and you don't want to go there. And it's a tiered green with run-offs left and right. Okay, so it's a little bit strong and I've left myself a downhiller. Now this green slopes from front to back and left to right as you see it on the camera at the moment. So they can put it in some really tricky places. Let me show you where it might be tomorrow. Okay, so you've conquered your nerves. You found the green on the first hole. Now today it's in a fairly generous position on the middle back of the green, and there's a little swell in front of the hole. Let me have a go at the putt. Now that's not too bad for the first putt of the day, but let me show you what they can do with the pin. If the flag's at the front, then it's really difficult to get at. You've got the two deep bunkers at the front and a massive slope. It's a raised green. But if you go past the hole, where I'm standing now, it's a really tricky putt. It's uphill and then downhill towards the flag. Let me show you the putt. So if you come behind me now. So I've hit the green, but I've got a putt that breaks like that. So it's downhill and then right to left. Let's see what happens. As you can see, the slope is quite severe. I hit both of those putts quite firmly and they both rolled offline quite quickly. So you're going to need to give a lot of borrow and also get the pace right. If you miss the hole, it's all downhill past the flag. Okay then, so we've done the first hole and hopefully the nerves will be easing. The second hole on the Cromwell Course is called Roddies Bank and measures 114 yards. Again, as you can see from the tee box, there's a bunker left and a bunker right, but what you can't see from the tee is a large pond in front of the green. The trees on the right may or may not come into play, depending on how you want to shape the shot, but again, it's all about picking the right club and trusting your yardage. Let's go greenside and have a look at some of the contours on the green. Okay, so we're coming up to the second hole. As you can see, there's a pond in front you can't see from the tee box, and the green slopes a little bit from back to front and also from right to left as you look at it on the screen. As I said on the tee box, the yardage and picking the right club is important on this hole. You daren't come up short. Let's go up to the putting green and see how it putts. Right then, this is the third green. We've avoided the big pitfall of the lake at the front of the green. Now today the flag's at the back and I've just about got onto the front half of the green. There's a big step up to the flag and the green slopes from right to left as you look at it on the camera, and a little bit from back right to front left. So let's have a go at this putt.
It's all right, but if you go across the front, just fucking wait, will you know? Fuck's sake.
Two half decent putts there, but that was very slow up the hill. I think this week they're going to put some funky pin positions in, especially for the professionals event on Wednesday. And I think one of these is going to be right at the front, so the water will definitely come into play. Let me show you what happens when we go the other way from front to back down the hill. Third hole on the Cromwell course is called Woosy's Pond, named after the Ryder Cup captain and European Tour winner Ian Woosnam. It measures 133 yards, and as you can see there's a large pond in front of it. There's also outer bounds left where the railway line is, and it's tree lined, so it needs a long, straight, accurate shot here. Short is dead and long could also be dangerous. There are two bunkers at the back of the green, so again the premium is on being accurate. Let's go up and have a look at this green, because it's one of those that could be a real challenge. Okay, so the bunkers behind this hole are not where you want to be. It's downhill, it's a downhill line of the bunker, and you're playing straight back towards the water, so it's fraught with danger. Right then, this is the third green. We've avoided the big pitfall of the lake at the front of the green. Now today the flag's at the back and I've just about got onto the front half of the green. There's a big step up to the flag and the green slopes from right to left as you look at it on the camera, and a little bit from back right to front left. So let's have a go at this putt.
It's all right, but if you go across the front, just fucking wait, will you know? Fuck's sake.
Two half decent putts there, but that was very slow up the hill. I think this week they're going to put some funky pin positions in, especially for the professionals event on Wednesday. And I think one of these is going to be right at the front, so the water will definitely come into play. Let me show you what happens when we go the other way from front to back down the hill. Okay, so I've taken enough club to get over the water, but the pin's at the front. I hope you can see the little black ghost hole with the white ball behind it. So I've now got a downhill putt, and bearing in mind they haven't finished preparing the greens yet and they're going to get cut again tomorrow, these are going to be much quicker. But let me show you what's going to happen now. This is going to be very quick. Okay, so the first putt was actually a good weight, but the second one was a little bit firmer, and if it hadn't collided to the first ball, it was definitely going to be at the front of the green. So this third hole, it's a fairly large putting surface, but it's all about being on the right part of the green to give yourself the best chance. It slopes, you've got the water in front, you've got two big bunkers at the back, so it's no pushover of a hole. Let's go and show you the green on number 4. Okay, we're on the 4th hole. It's called Shrimp's Isle and only measures 95 yards. But as you can see, that 95 yards is fraught with danger. We've got the railway line to the left, there's a bunker in front of the green, but also two more, one left, one right, and a further one at the back of the green that you can't actually see from the tee. It's another green that slopes from front to back, and so club selection is important, and you have to make sure you put the ball on the right level depending where the flag is. Let's go greenside. As I mentioned at the start from the tee box, there were 3 bunkers, and you can see from here you don't want to be in any of these. It's deep, and if you get short-sided it's a very delicate shot, especially as the green slopes. So get it wrong and the ball's going to run away from the flag. Go too long and it's off the back. So you have to hit the target. Right, so we've hit the green on Shrimp's Isle. It's one of the smallest greens on the course, but also one of the hilliest. I've put it into the middle of the green and the flag's cut on the slope. So let me show you the putt. Second one was pretty good and was probably a drop, but you can see how the first one has just gone on those 2 feet past the hole. It's another one that's going to be really difficult to hold once it's shaved and cut, and the amateurs in particular are going to find this green really difficult. Let's move on to the 5th. The 5th hole on the Cromwell course is called Needle's Eye, and that's because you've got to thread it between the 2 large trees. It's only 95 yards, but it's got a deep cavernous bunker at the front and 2 more large bunkers at the back. So yet again, yardage is premium and you've got to hit it straight. Let's go greenside and see how this green plays. My advice to you, if you ever play this hole, is don't leave it short and hit it the bunker. If it plugs, you've got no shot. Steep bank, no room to work with, and again the green will slope from left to right as you're looking at it on screen. So make sure you pick the right club. Okay, so I'm on the 5th green and there's a bit of a theme building up now. This green is quite narrow and quite wide, and it slopes from right to left as you see it on screen. So from right of the flag down to the left hand corner. I'm in the middle of the green and I'm facing another right to left putt. So let's have a go at this one first. That wasn't too bad, but let me show you what happens when they put it front right on the green, just over the bunker, and you go top left. Right then, for today's flag, that would have been 2 great tee shots, but the flag may be front right of the green as we look, so hopefully you can see the ghost hole and the white ball marking where it is. Let me show you just how difficult this putt is. I barely touched either of those 2 putts, and the second one in particular looked really good till about a foot away from the hole where it broke right and then just kept on running. So I think for pros and amateurs alike, this could be a really tricky green. Okay, so I've taken you through the first 5 holes here on the Cromwell Course at Nailcote Hall. As you can see, the greens form the largest defence the course has, but you must miss the water hazards and don't go in the bunkers. They're deep, and with the small greens it leaves you a really difficult bunker shot. Club selection is paramount. If you miss the green and you're not in the bunkers, you've still got a fiddly chip. Putting is not a given on this course either. I hope you enjoyed the first part of this guide. Join me for the second part, where I'm going to take you through the closing stretch.